Blocks shapes in Scratch. As you must have observed, the blocks in Scratch are in different shapes. They can be divided into 6 types of shapes. They are hat, stack, boolean, reporter, C, and cap. Hat blocks. They are called hat blocks as they look like a hat. We wear a hat on our head, so the hat always comes on the top. Similarly, hat blocks always come at the top of a script as they start a script. This means that you cannot place any blocks above them. Stack blocks. Stack blocks are the most used blocks in Scratch. They perform the main commands. Stack blocks have a bowl-shaped cut on the top and a bump at the bottom. This makes it easier to stack other blocks above and below them. Boolean blocks. Boolean blocks are condition blocks which return the values true or false or the number 0 or 1 depending on how they are used in the script. Reporter blocks. Reporter blocks can hold values which consist of numbers or strings. If you ask, what is 3 plus 3? It will answer 6. They have round edges. C blocks. As the name suggests, C blocks are C-shaped. They are also known as wrap blocks. These are loop blocks to check if a condition is true in the blocks within the loop. The C blocks are present in the control blocks category. Cap blocks. The blocks that end scripts are known as cap blocks. They have a notch at the top and a flat bottom. They are usually the last blocks in the script. They are also present in the control blocks category. Sensing blocks. Sensing blocks in Scratch sense the input from the keyboard or the mouse at the time of execution of a script. Some of the sensing blocks and their functions are given below. Ask, "What's your name?" and "Wait." Block prompts the user to type the input using the keyboard. It waits for the user input. No other block runs at that time. Touching mouse pointer. Block checks if the sprite touches the mouse pointer, another sprite or the edge. If the answer is true, then it executes the blocks given after it in the condition. If false, then it executes other blocks as per the given condition. Touching color. Block checks if the sprite is touching the color chosen in the block. If true, then it executes a set of blocks, else executes another set of blocks. Color is touching. The block checks if the first chosen color is touching the second chosen color. If true, then it executes a set of blocks, else executes another set of blocks. Key, space, pressed. Block checks if the chosen key is pressed by the user. If true, then it executes a set of blocks, else executes another set of blocks. Let us create a small script to understand the working of sensing blocks. Sensing an input. To add sensing blocks to this script, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click on the sensing block category in tabs. Step 2. Insert a sprite, Penguin 2, on the stage. Delete the cat sprite. Step 3. Add a new backdrop to the stage, Arctic. Step 4. Now drag the Ask block to the script area. Click on the block. A speech bubble appears above the penguin with the text, "What's your name?" You will also see an input box on the stage with a blinking cursor. Type your name. It will appear in the input box. Click on the tick button or press the enter key. You will notice that the input box waits for your input. Also, when you type the name and press enter key, the name disappears. Step 5. To display the typed name also, click on the checkbox before the answer block. The answer appears on the stage. You can also place the answer block in the say block. It will look something like this. Snap this block to the Ask block. Now click and see what happens. Penguin speaks the name for the given number of seconds. You can change the question in the Ask block to any question of your choice. Click on the text box and type the question. Variables. A program is a group of commands and instructions that tell the computer to carry out a task. In Scratch, a program is called a script. A script is made up of a number of blocks. So, the blocks are the commands or instructions that we give to the sprite to perform a task. All the numbers, text, date or pictures that we use in a program are called data. We store this data in the computer memory so that we can get information from it later. This data is stored in variables. It is called variable because it does not have a fixed value. Its value changes. For example, in the move block, the variable has a value 10 by default. You can modify this value according to your script. Types of variables. Variables can store numbers as well as letters. A variable that stores numbers is called a numeric variable. These numbers are used in calculations. Examples are 48, minus 986, 12345, etc. A variable that stores letters in the form of strings or characters is called string variable. A string variable can store names, words, sentences, numbers, and enclosed in quotation marks. For example, Kavita enclosed in quotation marks, comma, I am 12 years old enclosed in quotation marks, comma, 12345 in quotation marks. These variables are not used in calculations. Creating variables in Scratch. To create variables in Scratch, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click on Variables block category. A set of blocks appears in the block palette. Step 2. Click on Make a variable block. A new variable dialog box appears. Type a variable name in the new variable name box. Step 3. Click on the Radio button of either of the options. Click on For all sprites if you want this variable to appear for all the sprites, or click on For this sprite only if you want this variable to appear on all the sprites only. Here we have added the variable fruit. It will be available for all the sprites. The variable appears in the list of variables blocks. Observe that the variable name fruit appears in all the blocks. Now, create the following script. The sprite will ask you to type your favorite fruit. When you press the Enter key, the name of the fruit appears in the speech bubble of the penguin. The name of the fruit then appears in the answer as well as in the variable name of the stage. This variable fruit is a string variable as we are saving names in the variable. If you save numbers in a variable, say mobile, it will be a numeric variable. Conditional blocks. Many times you have to do a task which is dependent on some condition. For example, you have to make mango shake. There are two conditions. A. Go to the refrigerator and check if there are mangoes. If mangoes are there, then you will make mango shake. B. If the mangoes are not there, you will make cold coffee. Here, the condition is the availability of mango. We can also write this in two ways. 1. If mango is available, then make the mango shake. 2. If mango is available, then make the mango shake. Else, make cold coffee. In such situations, we use conditional blocks. Scratch has two conditional blocks. They are 1. If, then block. In this block, if the condition is true, the blocks inside conditional block will run. If the condition is false, The blocks inside conditional block will not run. Only the blocks outside the conditional block will run. 2. If, then, else block. In this block, if the condition is true, the blocks inside then condition will run. If the condition is false, the blocks inside else condition will run. You can also use the forever and repeat blocks with these blocks. Let us make a small script. Change the sprite to butterfly and change the backdrop to flowers. Drag the event block when green flag clicked to the script area. Drag the control block forever to the script area and put it to the green flag block. Drag the move block and put it inside the forever block. Now, drag the if on edge bounce block and put it inside the forever block. Now, put the control block if, then inside the forever block and snap the sensing block, touching color in the hexagon of the if loop. Now, follow the given script. The butterfly changes color and size when it touches the colors selected in the touch block. Similarly, you can create scripts with two sprites and they change color when they touch each other. Creating a game. Let us create a fidget spinner that spins when touched with the mouse pointer. The first step to create a fidget spinner is to draw a fidget spinner. Now, create the given script for the fidget spinner to spin. When you click on the green flag, bring the mouse pointer on the fidget spinner sprite. It starts spinning.